So this is going to be my match report from the Manchester United Copenhagen game, where I analyse not just Harry Maguire's role in the actual goal, but also his role in the build up to the initial corner, whilst also giving my thoughts on Andre Onana's match-winning penalty save. But before I get into that, let me tell you about the sponsor of today's video, UFO Soccer. I myself picked up the Cristiano Ronaldo or the C. Ronaldo 17 Portugal shirt from the 2006 World Cup, but I also picked up the Garnacho shirt from this season, Garnacho number 17 on the back of the away kit. And they also have a deal for Atlantis Football subscribers. If you spend $59, you'll get one free jersey. If you spend $99, you'll get 2 free jerseys. If you spend $159, you'll get 3 jerseys free. And if you wanted to spend up to $199, you'd also get 4 jerseys completely free, with this offer ending on the 31st of October. When you buy your jersey for the free jersey, you just need to write the size and a link to the free jersey that you want on the payment screen. The free jerseys won't include customization, the patches, or retro jerseys. I'll leave all the information you need linked in the description. And if you use coupon code ATL, you'll also get 10% off as well. But this Portugal Ronaldo jersey has to be one of my all-time favourites in my collection. So if you want to pick up a cheap, great quality football jersey, click the link in the description. And remember to use a coupon code as well for 10% off. So if the Brentford game seemed like a Tarantino script with an unlikely hero in Scott McTominay saving the day by scoring not once but twice to turn the game around in the dying embers, then this game against Copenhagen has to be considered a worthy sequel, with equal drama at the end of the game as well. Harry Maguire seemed like a poetic hero fresh of a man of the match performance in his recent return to the starting 11 against Sheffield United, but when Scott McTominay rather inevitably gave away another penalty in successive games, with both incidents being avoidable as well, you really felt that the story of United's Champions League in the 23-24 campaign would describe a team who threw it away really. Onana's howler against Bayern Munich and then his double error against Galatasaray was infuriating enough, as certainly the Galatasaray game felt like United should have taken home all 3 points. And so as substitute Jordan Larsson stood behind the ball with it on the spot, it looked like going into the return fixture in Denmark, United would have 1 point from 3 games, and would be in a situation where they wouldn't only have to beat Copenhagen and Galatasaray away, but probably also hold off Bayern Munich at home as well. With some keepers you just get the feeling they're going to save the penalty, it's just an aura they have, particularly against inexperienced penalty takers or younger players, or also against English players during penalty shootouts in major tournaments. Against David De Gea, it was almost a given when receiving the penalty that it would lead to a goal, with the Spaniard not exactly being a penalty specialist, if anything far from it. De Gea did save a penalty from Mitrovic last season against Fulham, and 2 in the previous season from Ismail Assar and Mark Noble, but apart from those 3, De Gea's record was pretty bare, as he didn't save a penalty from April 2016 to September 2021. And to be fair, I wouldn't say that I had the inclination that Onana would save the penalty, but he read Jordan Larsson like a book, and launched across his line to get a firm hand on the ball, palming it down and away from goal in what turned out to be the last action of the game. But Andre Onana wasn't the only unlikely hero. Over the past 2 months, Andre Onana's form has certainly been an aid to Harry Maguire, with the chaotic mistakes that have been made by United's new number 1 becoming the centre of the social media pressure and taking some of it away from Maguire. But Harry Maguire has been a long-term subject of this, and so a Steve Bruce-like winner at Old Trafford was probably the exact thing that Maguire was dreaming of. To be honest, I don't really understand why United haven't been able to take advantage of Maguire's offensive aerial ability a lot more often, not just under Ten Hag but even before, under both Rangnick and Solskjaer, despite Gareth Southgate being overtly tactically inept and wayward with a lot of his decisions. His biggest achievement with the side is probably the set pieces, with England's offensive set pieces at the World Cup in 2018 and throughout 2021 and 2022 with the Euros and World Cup have been a fruitful avenue to goal. And when we actually analyse Maguire's goal, we actually see he was involved in the build-up to the initial corner as well. The move leading up to the corner starts off with United gaining possession in the middle third, with Copenhagen's midfield 3 sitting very narrow behind the ball, and with the front 3 caught higher up the pitch, there's space wide of the midfield 3, particularly on the right side for Dalot to motor into, and even from this position you can see the opportunity for a Rashford-Dalot 2v1 against a fullback on the right side. And that is exactly what happens. Scott McTominay circulates the ball out to Dalot, who efficiently plays the ball ahead to Rashford and then gets on his bike, creating a 2v1 situation with a strong overlapping run, and this forces the left back to drop off slightly from Rashford, in order to cover Dalot's run, giving Rashford the space he needs to carry the ball forward. But despite me criticising Rashford for his poor decision making over the past 2 months, here he gets the timing and the weight of his pass down the side of the fullback for Dalot pretty much spot on, and credit to Dalot as well, as he has a quality alongside the stamina and pace to not only get into a crossing position near the byline, but also to clip the ball into a dangerous area. Copenhagen are able to clear the ball out of the box, but this is where Maguire comes in. You can see as the ball is getting partially cleared away, that it becomes a 1v1 between Clayson and Maguire, and the man they call Slabhead actually dominates him physically in this duel, jumping ahead to keep the attack alive with a header into Garnacho, and then performing the overlapping run to drag the defender away, which allows Garnacho to put a cross into the box, which leads to the ball being headed away, and United have the corner that they would eventually score from, with Dalot, Rashford and Maguire all contributing significantly. As Fernandes takes a corner here, you can see that United's 3 main threats inside of the box are McTominay, Varane and Maguire, but they're all queuing up on the edge of the box. But when Fernandes actually delivers the corner, even though McTominay is attacking it, United haven't got players in the areas you'd want to take advantage, with Harry Maguire all the way back around the penalty spot. You want Maguire further forward around the position where he eventually scores a header. As you can see, United's box strategy doesn't cover all areas, largely due to them only committing 4 players into the box. But because of their limited numbers inside of the box, this does allow them to have more players outside, and you can see that Dalot and Eriksen are stationed on the edge of the final third on the right side to collect the ball if it's cleared, with Lindelof and Rashford central and Garnacho to the left. And so because both Dalot and Eriksen are sitting on this right side on the edge of the final third, when it does get headed out, United are able to recycle it quickly from Dalot to Eriksen, getting Eriksen into a dangerous crossing position in pretty swift fashion, and now Eriksen is about to put the ball into the box, and you can see United's setup looks a lot more stronger and varied, which you can see from this side angle. McTominay is holding a deeper central position just behind the penalty spot, with Højlund and Varane taking up high positions around the near post, ready if the ball gets headed back across goal. But Harry Maguire of course is a key figure in this sequence, and his position between the 2 defenders at the back post is perfect, and because he holds a position that is offside to start with, the defender can't get back goal side. As Eriksen delivers, Maguire makes sure he gets himself back onside, and being in this position at the back post, he now has a clear view to attack the ball, and the header is reminiscent of a Steve Bruce classic at Old Trafford during the early 1990s. As he gets a firm connection, heading the ball down into the ground and into the net past Grabara, putting United ahead with 20 minutes to go. Now I am planning some videos as we speak that will analyse the tactics behind this game, with United struggling yet again to work the ball for a narrow compact defensive unit, as well as looking at how Ten Hag can potentially use more long passes from the back to allow United to work the ball up the pitch a lot quicker. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the bell so you get notified when those videos come out, and when they are out I'll leave them linked in the description along with some other videos as well. So overall, yet another unforeseen twist in Ten Hag's plot, with the 2 players who other than maybe Sancho were being criticised the most for their performances, and hopefully this can be the perfect catalyst for a comeback for both players. And even though I'm not a fan of Harry Maguire by any means, he is actually making the solid claim to be United's starting centre back, particularly with Lisandro Martinez out. But even when Lisandro Martinez does come back, considering the form of both Lindelof and Varane, I don't think they automatically get a place ahead of Maguire. So who knows, could this be the start of Harry Maguire's Manchester United redemption arc, or is it just another flash in the pan? Well, I'll discuss it more in future videos. I should have some more videos out on the game either today or tomorrow, so make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the bell so you do get notified when they come out, and check out some of my other videos which will be linked in the description.